With the very latest. Steve?
All right, well, we will begin with the latest warnings, and we now have tropical storm warnings for all of our northern counties. Our southern counties have the hurricane warnings, not watches. These are warnings, expecting hurricane and tropical storm force conditions over the next 48 hours. The reason why there is a difference along the shoreline, that's where this storm should come in as a weak Category 1 hurricane. Winds just above 74. As soon as it moves to the north, winds drop below 74. So that is why we have the tropical storm warnings. A geographically massive storm, although not a huge storm in strength. Right now, still Category 2, winds of 100 miles per hour. You can see the northern cloud shield just pushing into New Jersey. Even a few high clouds might be getting into the Connecticut area. There is the center of the storm, about 200 miles from Cape Hatteras, drifting to the north-northeast toward Cape Hatteras over the next 24 hours. Very, very strong winds and heavy rain right now. Now the outer bands in North and South Carolina. Again, winds of 100, gusts up to 120. There's the storm right now. Landfall tomorrow between about 10 a.m. and 2 p.m. North Carolina. Then it moves into us. First a hurricane, quickly down to a tropical storm, and then racing up to the north, still a tropical storm Wednesday at 2 p.m. A closer look again, there's Sunday at 2 a.m. And there is the Sunday 2 p.m. position once it has gone from a hurricane to a tropical storm. All right, meteorologist Erica Groh is standing by with more on how destructive these winds might be.
That's right, Steve, and it has such a large wind field, this storm, that we're looking at widespread areas of wind damage possible throughout the state. So take a look at the map that I have popped up right now, which shows you the area shaded in orange, indicating areas with tropical storm force winds. These are sustained winds of at least 35 miles per hour and most likely heading toward hurricane force of 74 miles per hour. And that is before you factor in the gusts. So that will be in association with landfall, as Steve mentioned, at 2 p.m. on Sunday, but there's still the possibility of hurricane force winds as well. And these are some of the impacts you could see from tropical storm force winds. As I mentioned, this is throughout the entire state, so you could see some roof damage, downed tree branches in your neighborhood, and overhead power lines could be damaged with that kind of force of wind. And if you have hurricane force winds in your neighborhood, and there's mobile homes around, they could be destroyed. So if you live in a mobile home, your best bet is to evacuate, especially if you live close to the coast. And mature trees would be toppled by hurricane force winds, and there would be more significant roof and home damage with hurricane force winds. So of course we'll continue to keep an eye on this storm as it moves toward us and as it continues to evolve. And Steve will have more details in the Storm Team 8 Day. Back to you.
All right.